This is how to domain name. You might have had a scenario where you're looking for a good domain name and you don't know where to start. You don't know how to find one. You don't know what words to use. You don't know the tools to use. So this is what I will try to help you with today. And I've used these same tools to not only create this website that you have in front of you here, this howtodomainname.com site, but also how to find that domain name. And once you find a domain name, building a website is actually really easy. It takes probably less than an hour to build something that looks like this, something very simple to set up. I use Dreamhost, which has been an amazing service for me over the past 5 years with their support and also kind of how easy it is to set up that website. So let's get started here. I'll show you the first step if you're going to build your first website or blog is let's find a domain name. And the tool that I like to use is called Bust a Name. So we'll click on that. And what this does is you don't have to just like think of combinations and enter them one by one. This will mash up a lot of different keywords and show you what domain is available. So let's say you have like a coaching business, like leadership coaching or training, right? Or program or workshop. So I'm just entering some of these keywords: learn, grow, teach, educate, lead, leading, right? So I'm just going to enter a lot of keywords here in Bust a Name, and I'm going to click Add, and it's going through all these keywords and it's mashing them up to see what domain names are available. Now, just to have like one word.com, like a leadership.com or lead or leading.com, those really aren't available, and if you want to buy those, it'd be like tens of thousands of dollars. But there is still a lot of opportunity in those two-word combinations. And you can see here, it just gave you a lot of ideas for domain names that should be open that are two-word combinations, right? Like training grow, program grow. Let's see here. I'm just looking through here. growteach.com, coachinglead.com, program lead, leadeducate.com. I kind of like that one. So what I'm doing here is I'm making a note of some of the domain names that I like. Let's see here. I kind of like leadeducate.com. And it's good for leadership training or leadership education. And it's a short domain too. You can also sort these domains by different criteria such as length. So I'm going to do that. So generally the shorter the domain, the better, right? It's like lakefront or waterfront real estate property, right? They're limited. So I'm going to look at leadeducate.com and also kind of like growteach.com, right? So I'm going to just make a note of those. So then the next step to create that first website or blog is to use Dreamhost. So that's a service that I use and that I recommend. And you'll see the link here, and that's through my referral link, and that'll get you the same kind of program that I use with Dreamhost. And generally that is $9.95 or $8.95 per month. And when you sign up for the new plan, you get a free domain name registration too, which is nice. That's usually about $12. So you can just click the Getting Started button here, and it should be pretty easy to get that first domain name. So I'm just going to enter my email address. And let me enter a password here too. And I hit continue. So you can see that's taking me through the first step, create an account. Next I configure the domain. So this is where we go and see the domain names that we liked, right? I liked, what did I like the best? You know, there's the list here, right? Educate lead or lead educate. I like both of those, you know, so let's check to see if it's open. So I'm going to go lead educate. I like that keyword of lead first. All right, so we'll go www.leadeducate.com, just entering it in, and it says this domain is available. Great. So if I wanted to, I could continue to register that, right? So another good option for a domain name, and you don't need a tool to figure this out, is just enter your name.com. So So hopefully your name isn't a common one or a famous person like Michael Jordan, right? Because that domain name is already taken. But if you have another name, if your name is more unique, let's say, and it has not been registered yet, I highly recommend you register yourname.com, right? But I wanted leadeducate.com, right? So I'm entering that in there again. It's available. I want to register this domain free, right? So that's what I want to do. So I will just hit continue, and now it will be able to register that domain for me once I pick a plan. So the different plans for Dreamhost are a 2 years prepaid or a 1 year prepaid. I don't think it really matters with what you go with, but if you want to go with 1 year, you can do that. And another nice thing about Dreamhost too is you can cancel, I think, within the first 30 or 60 days if having a website isn't for you for some reason. But it's a really good program, and after you do that, there'll be a very easy way to install WordPress, the software you use to have a website or a blog on your site. So in the next video, I'll show you how to create that WordPress site, but it should be pretty easy. And in our howtodomainname.com blog post, after you sign up for Dreamhost, you'll see a page that looks like this, and all you'll do is you click on this one-click installs link here, and then it'll show you this page here with the one-click installs, free software that you can install through Dreamhost. And then you'll just click on WordPress and it'll guide you through installing it on your site in a few minutes, and you'll get an email, and then you'll create a title for your site and add your own username and password, and it should be good to go. But I'll show you how to do that in a future video too. But if you want to get started with doing these steps, you can do that, and then we can take you down the more advanced routes later on how to get a website up in less than an hour with some important features to it.